So anything I say in this video is that has worked for me so far. I would say do your own research. Do not listen to a YouTuber, any YouTuber for that matter. Watch YouTube for context, but do your own research, see what works for you, right? So yeah. All right, good morning folks. So a lot of you have, some of you have been asking about the changes that I have made in my Scrambler. I saw some of the questions in the comments. I tried answering them there, but some of you wanted me to make a separate video. So I hope I'll talk about this today. I'll show you what there's not many changes, but I will tell you what I have done on this vehicle. So we'll start from the front. I'll show you walk around just for some clarity. What are the changes here, right? Okay, so starting from the front, right? The windscreen is the OEM windscreen, but I have done a tinted PPF coating on this in Bangalore, which is fine. By default you get a clear windscreen. So this is a paid accessories, by the way. So before I had this, I had a larger JB Racing windscreen. So that was greater in size and length as well, but the problem with that one was, which I realized later on after I got it on, is it had two mount points that came onto the handlebar, right? So what it ends up doing is it will make your handling very heavy, and you may not realize it right away, but when I switched over back to this windscreen from that one, I felt the difference, and in my mind it's not worth it compromising handling for a windscreen. I'll put up a picture of what windscreen I'm talking about. You all may have seen it already. So my recommendation, like if I were to do it again, I will not put that windscreen because it compromises with the handling. So there it is. And this is the Kriega fork seal, not Kriega, sorry. This is the Motortalk fork seal that I have put in. Ideally you want Kriega fork seal, which is better in quality and lasts long than this one, but I could not wait for that one. I could not find that in Bangalore, so I just went with Motortalk one. For my Transalp, I've ordered a Kriega fork seal, by the way. So if you can get the Kriega fork seal instead of Motortalk, it will last you long. It's better in quality, more protection that way, right? So, and the other thing is the aux light. So this is Mad Dog Scout X. Mad Dog has different variations, different models. Starts with Scout, there's a second Scout X, and then there's, I think, Alpha and Delta, or Delta and Alpha. I don't remember the order. So when I got this light, I thought, okay, this is enough for me, but apparently it's not, because there's too much spread in this one. But yeah, this is what I got. You will get a mount out here and the wire harness and the switch. So good thing about the switch and harness is it's all waterproof. So this is the main selling point of Mad Dog, right? Other item out here is, yeah, Barkbusters handguard. So this is super essential, I would say. I have felt this on my Transalp as well, and here as well. So a lot of time if it falls, it protects you, protects your handle and the rest of it. Yeah, so this whole assembly comes in two forms. So one is the aluminum actual mount, and then there's this plastic covering, right? So it costs around, I think, 12,000, 10 or 12,000, I don't remember exactly. I have, so all of this that I'm talking about, I will link it in the video description, so you can go check it out. So yeah, that's that. What else I want to say? Yeah, the phone mount, right? I am directionally challenged person, like I can't remember all the routes, so this is a super essential for me. So this is a bow mount. I think I got it for 2600. Yeah, you can get this, or if you have budget, go for RAM mount. I think it cost around 5000, the basic one. It has more space and less strain. It puts less strain on your phone. This works good enough, it's fine, but if you are short on budget, there are a lot of options there, so go to some of the shops in Bangalore and try it out in person. So a lot of these things do not make sense online, so my recommendation is, if you have some motorcycle shops or mod shops in your locality or in the city, go check them out personally. Okay, so what else? Yeah, so this has again the engine guard, lower engine guard, the badge plate. So engine guard, lower engine guard are from OEM Triumph itself. So this is a paid accessories. The badge plate is not, it comes by default. It's pretty good, made out of aluminum. It makes sense. So this is super essential. It may not be as it may not look as fancy as Motor Talk, but it works, it does the job, right? And a lot of time I try to go with OEM as much as possible, because OEM know exactly, manufacturers know exactly the chassis of the bike. So while doing any luggage assembly or protection guards, you have to keep in mind where are the mount points. So you do not want to strain your chassis too much to the point where it breaks or something in the future. So that's the reason I went with OEM. Again, this is not meant to protect your legs. This is more to protect the bike and its body when it falls down, right? So yeah, that's that. And you will see in the gear lever there's a small rubber thingy, so that also you can get it for 200 rupees in your local mod shop. So it will essentially protect your shoe. By the way, I got it too late. You can see my shoe is left shoe, which I use for gear shifting, is already gone. So yeah, if you don't want this, get that one. I don't know if that will protect for sure, but yeah. Again, this so this tank pad on the sides, they come as default on this bike. This tank pad on the main tank, this is a paid accessories. I just thought it looks good, so I got this one. I have also done ceramic coating on the tanks. I would say you can skip that, or if you have really good detailing shop in your city, you can go to them and ask them to confirm that matte ceramic coating should not take away the feature of the paint. Because what I noticed on my motorcycle is, so the reason I got this color is I like the matte finish of it, but after ceramic coating it has become a bit glossy. I do not like that at all, so you can avoid that. Yeah, what else? I'll just put it out here. Okay, so this is back seat cushion. I got this during my Pondicherry ride because I had my brother with me as a pillion, and he was not feeling very comfortable, so I got this one. I personally think this puts, in the long term, it puts more strain on your back. I've heard it's not good for your body, but if it's too uncomfortable to the point that you think you need this, go and get it. I think it costs around 2000 rupees in India. So it's inflatable, you can just remove it. So I have fitted it inside the seat, it works fine. So luggage assembly, This is the Motor Talk saddle stay that I have put. I had some real hard time. I got it from Riders Arena in Bangalore, and they had some real hard time while fitting it. The reason they had the hard time, because so the grab rail you see, right, this is the OEM. I did not want this to be removed because it goes out and it's part of my top rack assembly. So one thing you can avoid doing is okay, so before, let me take a step back. So the top rack, right, so this is OEM top rack, grab lid is OEM top rack, and the top box is OEM from Triumph, right? So the only thing that is aftermarket out here is Motor Talk saddle stay. The way Motor Talk saddle stay work is you have to remove the OEM grab rails, and I could not remove it because I got the top box prior to thinking about that I even need saddle stay. So they had a really hard time fitting the saddle stay with the OEM grab rails on. So my recommendation is, if you are getting this bike and if you think you need a top box, just get a Zana or Motor Talk, or I don't know if what else comes, but get a top rack assembly from them itself, because if you want to put a saddle stay, it's much easier that way to fit. Yeah, just avoid all of that, which I had to go through. If I were to do it again, I will just get the top box assembly, top rack assembly from some third party, Zana, Motor Talk. That way it makes it easy to get the side saddle stay or panniers. The bullet LEDs, these are from OEM Triumph. These are paid accessories. I thought it looked cool. Yeah, so the top rack, right, so the top rack has an aluminium plate first, and then fiber plate, and then this one. It's from OEM, but I know Triumph makes these in collaboration with GV, so branding is Triumph, but essentially it's the GV box. I do not feel it's rugged for its purpose. So if I were to do it again, I would go and get a different top box, maybe much cheaper, or aluminum top box. I know it's not aluminum in the budget, like they mix sheet metal and aluminum, but yeah, it will be more sturdy than this one, because if you see this joint, it starts making noise. It has came off. So yeah, I will not get this. If I were to do it again, I will just go and get an aftermarket box from Zana, LGP, or any other guys within 10,000 bucks. Other thing is this one. This is the brake fluid reservoir. I had to put a sort of protection out here, so that's that. So I have made one change that you cannot see probably. I have changed the sprocket. So originally this bike comes with 14 tooth front sprocket. I wanted to experiment with it. I wanted to see how 15 tooth feels like, in the sense that I wanted better highway cruising. So I ended up changing it with I just went to the showroom. I asked him, hey, can you just change it for me? So I just told them to, hey, just swap it with speed, and they kindly did it for me. But I do not like that. I do not like the bike character or behavior after changing that. But the whole point of this bike that made me fall in love with this machine is gone right now. Not entirely gone, but gone to a point where I feel like I need to switch back to 14 tooth, which I will do eventually. I'm not getting enough time to go to the showroom on Saturday to have them change it, but I will maybe do it next weekend, and I will put the 14 teeth sprocket back. Another thing that you do not see here is air filter. I have changed the air filter, stock air filter, to the BMC air filter as soon as it came in the market, and let me tell you, it changes the engine character a bit, in at least the engine sound. Like it's more crackling or thumpy in the way. Unfortunately I cannot show you or in this or demonstrate that in this video, but yeah, it sounds way better. The bike already sounds better in its stock configuration, but with BMC air filter I feel like it was more grunty and thumpy, the growl it makes when you try to switch over to high RPM. And the other thing that I need on all my motorcycles is the grips. So this is grab-on grip that I put in out here. You can get the grip puppies or grab-on. These have worked fine in my experience. So you'll have to, I feel like I need this on my all my motorcycles, but if you don't need it, it's fine. But this is something I have put in. It makes the riding long tour even more comfortable for me. Other thing that I needed was the handlebar raisers. For some people it may not be an issue. Like for me, riding position is, I do not like a committed sporty riding position. So for me, I tried the stock configuration for a while. Then I felt like, no, I need some more a bit upright position and towards me, so that I don't have to lean even a little bit. So I got these Zana handlebar raisers. They fit perfectly, and yeah, it has made the ride more easy for me now. So yeah, for my height, for me this is essential. Like I will need it. If I were to do it again, I will go for it once again. So this is a super important addition for me, at least. Last couple of things, right? So for in the terms of protection, I went to a local mod shop. I think I went to Motor Drift, so I had them add this piece, the flap, to just increase the curvature. They drilled a hole and they just put it out. Otherwise it was just going into radiator. So it works now. I think it costed 200 or 300 rupees, so you can do that if you want. And other thing is the side mount, the stand extender I put in out here. So again, I put it out because I thought I needed it, but the problem with this is this makes the bike very upright. So on like almost every time I had to see where I'm parking. Like a lot of the times it's too upright and I cannot park it, and I have to see where I go. If I were to do it again, I will probably not go with this with a haste. I will ride some more and see if I really need it, then I will go with it. Okay, last change that I have made in this is tire pressure monitor. So I think I will put the link to the link in the description. There's a Bosch tire pressure indicator which is very neat. It goes inside the tire. You cannot see it. It goes into your rims. I went to the Madhu's tires in Bangalore and they had to remove the wheel, so it goes into the device itself goes into the wheels on the rims. And there's a mobile app that we can that actually gives the output. It's super accurate, safe and protected inside. So that's one thing I added. I thought I needed that. Pressure monitoring system, right? I was talking about. I just wanted you guys to see it. So this is the app. It talks to the sensor via Bluetooth. Super accurate. It refreshes in real time, and you can set the alarm etc when the pressure goes a bit high. So right now you can see my pressure is above recommended. It's also because of the temperature inside, I think, but temperature looks fine. So maybe I'll get the air checked. I don't know why it's too much right now. Yeah, so it shows you the temperature, it shows you the exact air pressure. If you click on it, it will also show you the trend. You can set an alarm for that what is the recommended, and above that it will give you notification if tire pressure goes too low or too up. So it's very neat, I would say. I mean, that's that. I don't think I'm missing out on anything out here. This is all the change I've made. I have not put a Fuel X or Powertronics yet. I did not feel the need for it, to be honest with you. It has enough power to keep me happy. I also have my other bike. I will probably not put Fuel X or powertronics on it either, but yeah, you can if you want, but yeah, test it out and see how that works for you. So because a lot of this change is irreversible, in the sense that you are investing your hard-earned money on it. So yeah, do enough research. Again, I cannot say this enough: do not listen to a random tool on the YouTube and make your decision. Listen to the tool so that you can get some context, do your own research, go to the shop, talk to the people, and then make all the changes. One thing I wanted to mention, which is super important, I think, that I realized, so when you get a new bike, not just this one, any, drive it in its stock configuration for a while and see what is. Start with the accessories that are a necessity. So yeah, see what is a necessity to you for the motorcycle, and then then move on to the next chapter. Do not try to modify the whole bike in one go or a couple of weeks. Ride it and start with necessary ones. For example, the hand guards, maybe the aux light. Then try to work your way around it. Some of them are just good to have, not a must have, so make your choice, and that is why it's important, so that you stay economical. Do not try to do all of the modifications in one go. Okay, that was it. If you have anything else, I not talked about the riding gear or anything else, like this is not the appropriate setting to talk about it, but if you have any questions to ask me, I will be happy to answer them in the comments. So yeah, I think we are good for now, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.